Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Taco Tuesday here on the Imperial Commissary. You could be joining us from YouTube, you could be joining us from Twitch, you could be joining us directly from the IC, but wherever you're joining us from, say hey, so I know I can see your comments and you can see mine and I can read you and you can hear me and so on and so forth. Don Noakes, what up, buddy? First, and he's typing that left-handed, folks, so you're all slacking. Michelle Krieger, what up? Afternoon. Rich Martinez, second. There you go. How you doing, brother? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got an exciting Taco Tuesday today because lo and behold, like I was saying, I was buying a big collection. Now, it's not all here yet, but a lot of it is, and we're going to go through some of it, and you guys are going to get some killer deals on some ultra rare stuff. Mox. We got tons of Mox tonight. If you are here for Mox, good. If you're not here for Mox, well, good luck. But we got Mox tonight, so come on in here. Let me fix this little view here because it is kind of going over the top of the text. There we go. Right-handed, left-hand had surgery. Well, there you go. So then he is just doing it right-handed. Well, there you go, man. I thought it was cool. We'll talk to you in, 6 months, and you'll be doing it left-handed then. Aha. Get some music on in the background. Welcome back. How was the fishing? The fishing was very good. Obviously, Andrea caught more fish than I caught, but that's just the way it goes. She is a pro fisherman, and I am just a learner. A squab, if you will. Squab. Johnny Moxon, I don't know who that is. But hello. Woohoo, Michael Lester. There we go. Andrea's already starting to tag away. Sam Cobras, had a blast at ICC Con. Well, thank you, brother. Me too. Mike Bizzetti, what up, dude? Howdy, Joe Collins. How you doing? Neck surgery is on my right hand and my elbow, then left shoulder. Gee whiz, man. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. But yeah, we got amazing stuff. If you remember from last time, it choked out because we lost power down here in Nashville. So we have some stuff that's already spinning. I'm going to go through that, and we're going to start off with that. And then that's where we're going to go from. But there's going to be a lot more Mox than loose graded or loose complete and stuff like that. Sorry, all you loose complete collectors. I am working on another collection. I pay a finder's fee for collections. Find me some loose items. I'm happy to sell them. But I got a huge carded collection, but I haven't gotten a loose collection in a couple months. But I got to make sure I get them cheap enough for you to buy them super cheap. So it's a double-edged sword. All right, letter A was where we started off, nothing special. And it's just a Luke missing his saber. So a naked Luke. Howdy, Steve Johnson. How you doing there, bud? Out there in Vegas. But he's just a beater Luke. And he's letter A. Letter B was a Fu Manchu Bespin guard. I'm just going to run through these right quick. These are the ones that happen to be up last week. I want to try to make it to the next ICCC. When is the date for ICCC 2027? It'll be in the next couple months here. I can tell you it's going to be in August. But I can't tell you the weekend in August yet, so don't buy your hotel rooms. I do not have a hotel room block yet. So just be patient with me. But if you want a ballpark plan, August is the ballpark. Letter C, a C-3PO. He's got a little bit of loose limbs, but he is not that bad a condition. Or no, he is in terrible condition. Beater C-3PO, that's what we're going to call him. Beater C-3PO, letter C. Yeah, but ICC Con was fun. Everybody seemed to have a grand old time, which is what we're going for. And we will have some changes next year. You'll see. There'll be tons of information to come. Just stay tuned. And it's going to be great, though. All great things. Rebel Commando, he looks like he has a cleft chin. Let's see what's on that chin. That's actually a scratch on his chin, so there's a nick on his chin there. So it looks like he's got a little soul patch. Comes complete with his blaster. He is letter D, starting at $1. Thank you, Andrea. Andrea's all done tagging everybody that wanted to tag. But this is going to be a great one. Stay tuned, especially if you like mint on cards. Nobody does this on live auctions, what you're about to see me do. Next up is a complete Boba Fett. I'm just going off the thing. Oh yeah, this is the one with the yellow pads. Olive chest Boba Fett, yellow pads. He does have some scratches on him. Cheaper and smaller tables for vendors. Yeah, maybe we could do 5x10s or something like that for vendors as well as artists. There's no reason it really has to be only artists, to be fair. What letter was that? Letter F. Well, another trick would it be nice if like the vendors actually showed up. We had one vendor, he had 8 tables, didn't show, didn't call, didn't warn us, didn't anything. So it was like an hour before the show and we had to move things and change things and I don't know. But to tell you the truth, when I booked the vendor, people were like, dude, you shouldn't book him, he's banned from half the pages. And I'm like, well, he's never sold repo, people just don't like him, you know? And I'm like, if he wants tables, he gets tables. But then he didn't show up. So now he can't come anymore. So don't worry, that won't happen again. At least not with him. Fu Manchu, Bespin Guard, he was at the con. Cliff Clavin right there. He is going to be letter H, actually. And if you had bids on these from last week, they are still on the sheet. You don't have to keep the bid if you want. But they were all really low and just starting bids, so I don't think it'll hold up to become the sale price eventually. Come on, Mike. There we go. And Lando has a tear in his cape, but he was letter G. But otherwise, he's nice. No smile, no teeth there, and he does have a tear in his cape. Letter G. Yeah, well, that's the thing, Jan. We didn't even know before. We didn't even know before the show started. Andrea says no. No on what? The 5x10s? Maybe there's a reason, man. It might be a spacing thing. I'm not sure. I don't make those decisions. That's why I'm the guy with the sombrero. And we had a low gray there that was up on letter I. Letter I. But anyway, that all worked out, and that didn't matter, and it has a nice full venue, and those droid builder people with that droid room was freaking cool. I didn't even know what that was going to be, and that came out really, really cool. I don't know. I had a fun time. Everybody liked my Sarlacc pit at IC for Life charity. IC for Life charity, Andrea gave me the number, but it rose a good amount of money. I think it was like, I don't know. She gave me the number. I'll make a post eventually. But we had the Sarlacc pit where you reach in to get the pins, to buy the pins, and it was really cool. And I made the Sarlacc pit out of my mind, which was awesome. If you guys saw the Sarlacc pit, that was me thinking of a cool way to give out pins without having to do 200,000 little stupid blind bags because I don't like those. And they're a waste of plastic if you're going to live in the world. Letter E, crazy letter E was this one. It is Star Wars number 17, the Marvel comic, and it's one of mine, so it's never been opened, never been read. I just bought it and boarded it and bagged it. Starting at $1, and that's letter E. Thanks, Don. Oh, I didn't even turn on the lights, guys. Sorry, everybody. It's dark in here, and you didn't even know. Here, well, gotta turn up the lights. There we go. Yeah, it was all dark. There you go. Now we can see at least. Gee whiz. That was dark. All right. Like I said before, we're going to do a lot of mocks. If there are mocks that you want, shout them out. If there's something special that you saw in the picture or something, shout it out. But we're going to do a lot of mocks, and we're going to start off with the next spinning wheel there. And it'll be letter M. We already had something. We had a Bespin micro playset with figures. So we'll sell that still. This is from when the power went out that we're just catching up. So there's the Bespin playset. Here's the figures. And it was a bunch of different figures from a bunch of different sets. There's a Snow Trooper. There was a really, really nice Boba Fett there. Clean Boba. There's another Snow Trooper with a laser cannon. It's Darth Vader being like, over there. So this is just a random micro lot. Because it's a bunch of random micros. Hoth guys, Lobot doing Saturday Night Fever. There's a Han Solo getting ready to go into the carbo. Darth Vader. Hoth Trooper, Crawling Snow Trooper. I'm setting this all up and then I'm going to try to move it over to a spinning wheel. Let's see how that works out. There's Bespin Luke. So there you go. A Bespin playset with a bunch of figures on it is going to be letter M, as in Mike. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Power of the Force, Stormy and Wicket, please. Try logo Luke. Let me see what I can find here. Try logo Luke. Ha! Yeah, we always import some Australians, and they will drink you under the table, that's for sure. I'm sorry. Power of the Force, Stormtrooper, and Wicket. And Tri-Logo Luke Jedi and Leia Bausch. Let me see what I can grab. Power of the Force Stormy I can grab. He's right here. And Wicket. Wicket's far away. Let me see if I can reach him with my reaching stick. If I drop him in on card, I am sorry, folks. This is not as easy as it seems. There's no way for me to reach him. Let me try to stand up and get him. Somebody said Han Hoth. Alright. Stormy Wicket, Tri-Logo Luke Jedi, and Leia Bausch. Tri-Logo Luke Jedi. And Leia Bausch. I do not see her easily, so we'll get to her eventually when I run into her. Who else did you say? Han Hoth. Squidman on card. Squid offer. Squidman on card with offer. I don't remember remember the squid face. Did you see it on the picture? Or you just guessing? Whoops. I don't know. We'll start off with those ones. They're pretty good. All right, what I'm going to do, folks, I decided is I do have to look up some prices. So I'm going to look up the price of one that's sold that's in worse condition, and we'll start it there. Oh, just guessing, Dan Miller? Good evening, Dan Miller. Yeah, just guessing I can't help you with right now. Stormy Luke. I do have them in on cards. Stormy Luke. Let's start with these here. We're going to start with... I just grabbed like a bunch of them. Ah, here they go. Start off with the graded one. That's easiest. This is a graded wicket. He is graded an 80, 92 back wicket. So I'm going to look him up real quick. Just so that way we don't waste a bunch of time. And also I did just pay 6 figures for this collection that's coming in, FYI, just in case anybody's wondering on my number. Now there are proof cards and stuff like that. Italian 4-pack. So I got a lot of stuff and I did well. But nonetheless, it was a 6-figure purchase. So I do kind of gotta look up the prices before I just sell them. AFA 80 wicket. Well, there's one for $2,499, and that's too much money. $559, $459. Let's start it off at $450. That's cheap. Power of the Force AFA 80 wicket. Unpunched. Beautiful card. AFA 80. We're starting it off at $450, which is a steal of a deal. So there you go. Unpunched. Very, very nice. 80 grade. Card 80, bubble 85, figure 85, so 80 plus grade, but it's an 80 grade, not an 80 plus. It's an 80. And very nice wicket. Looks beautiful. And unpunched. Very, very nice card. Need to change your camera. You are too small. I'm large and in living color. So that's going to be letter P, let's call it. Yeah? Make another one of my little stands here. Letter P is in Paul. So wicket will be letter P, starting off at $450. And that is inexpensive because we already got 2 bids on it. So there you go. Letter P is wicket. All right, next up you wanted Power of the Force Stormtrooper. $1,000. There's one for on eBay. $719. There's one for, and it definitely looks way worse. So let's start off at $700. $17.99. That's too much. We're gonna start it off at $700. Power of the Force, unpunched. I'm gonna open it up here so we could show you. Very nice. No cracks, no breaks, no dents, no nothing on that bubble. Nice lay flat card. It is unpunched. The only problem is there's some creasing here, as you can see. And as you can see. But it's all still there, and it's all perfectly fine, and it is unpunched. And the bubble is immaculate, but there is some creasing at the top of the card there. Just got caught in something, I'm sure. But check that bubble out. Beautiful piece. And it's starting off at, what did I just say? 719, 700 bucks. 700 bucks. He's good deal. There you go, look at that. And it displays unbelievably great. It's very, very nice. The bubble is just shockingly nice. And that's going to be letter S as in Sam, or Stormtrooper as a matter of fact. Letter S as in Stormtrooper. Alright, next up, you want a Luke Jedi. Let's see if they even have a Tri-Logo Luke Jedi on here. On the eBays. Tri-Logo Luke Jedi. I also have to look at these Tri-Logos because some of them are from weird places. Oh, they do have Tri-Logo Luke Jedi. It's totally fine. Cool. That one's destroyed. How's this one? This one's perfect. All right, for this one, I see 675. I see 722. But the thing is both of those on eBay are practically destroyed. The bubbles are just beat up. This bubble is like perfect, and it's a Tri-Logo, which is crazy. I do not have a Tri-Logo Boba for sale currently. Look at this bubble. This is a Tri-Logo bubble, folks. Look at that. When have you ever seen that nice of a Tri-Logo bubble? Ever. Mike's in the other room whistling. Mike, for a Tri-Logo, right? Crazy. Tri-Logos are usually destroyed because their bubbles are so fragile and squishy. There is some creasing here, some creasing here. Started off at $1,000, Dion Noak says. Well, I don't want to be that expensive, do I? Let's start it off at 700 bucks. You guys get it to $1,000. And that way you think I start everything super cheap. How's that? Watch, Dion. It's going to go for 702, and then I'm going to be like, I should have started at $1,000, man. That's a beautiful piece. So we're starting that Stormtrooper off at 700 bucks. We're starting the Luke off at 700 bucks. Cheap, cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap. That's what we're doing. Next up, Han. You wanted Han. This is a tough Tri-Logo to get. His bubble is definitely dented, FYI. But he is unpunched and quite nice. And you know what? This is a cool one. Because when I saw this, I was like, holy moly, I didn't even know they sold vintage Star Wars. You ready for this price sticker? It's really cool. I'm talking crazy Ollie. Ollie's crazy prices. There you go. The Ollies of vintage Star Wars here on Taco Tuesday. Dang, this one says $3,000. Is Han Solo hot that tough to get on a Tri-Logo card? Oh no, there's one that's 400, but it's destroyed. Totally destroyed. The card's all ripped and everything. Let me see if there's any sold ones here. This way I know I'm starting you guys off at a killer deal. It makes me feel better to do it this way, to be honest. Alright, I don't see any of these sold. I see 2 available for sale. One is on a completely destroyed card, and it's 700 bucks. One is an AFA 85, and it's the single highest graded AFA, and it's at $3,000. Now this one, it wouldn't get an 85 because look at the bubble dent. You could actually probably yank that out with a piece of tape. At least a bit, you know? I don't know. But it's like the squish is right there. So see, I think if you pull it right there, maybe you get it to pop out. Bottom's nice. That's nice. Got some hand paint on the walls of the bubble. That always happens with Han Hoth and Tri-Logo because he just bounces around. He is also the pale face, the white face. And the one on eBay for $3,000 is the pink face. And I know the white face is way harder to get. But that is the white painted face Han Solo. I really don't know what I should start this off at. I gotta do a bit more research on this. I am gonna start it, but I'm gonna keep looking here for a second. If anybody out there knows of an idea of what the pale face is worth more than the pink face, because this is the white face hand, so Tri-Logo white face Han Hoth. Oh, it's the PBP one, it says. Paris Clipper, PBP Spain. So this is the PBP Han Hoth. And here, I'm just looking on variant villains. Here. It's the PBP Han Hoth right there. And it's got that white face, not the pink face, the normal pink face. Yeah, it's the PBP one, Chitwood. I don't even know what to start that at, because like a PBP Greedo is worth like $800, but the same Greedo on a Return of the Jedi card is worth like $300. So that's double, and the only... Let me keep looking. Because I know I put this up there for $3,000, nobody's going to buy it. But that might be kind of like a low-end price for it. Oh, it just dropped something. Han Hoth. PBP. Save it for another Taco Tuesday. I think I might do that, man. Sorry who asked the Han Hoth, but PBP mold with his face. Just started at $1. Yeah, but what if it's worth $4,000 and it goes for $400, man? I can't do that. Yeah, I'm going to have to research this one first. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry whoever wanted the Han Hoth. But just that white face is like... I know it's rare as heck. I got to research it. I'm sorry. We'll get it out on another Taco Tuesday. But I can't find a comparable, so it's definitely rare as heck. We'll research it and get something else. Let me grab some other things to go there. There's a Lady Gorniche. From the Ewoks line, we're going to do a Lady Gorniche. I'll start her at $1. Yeah, I'm going to have to research that first. Sorry, everybody. That's what happens when you come across rare variants, then. Then we all scream, what a hero you are. Yeah, right? This one will start at $1. Got a Toys R Us sticker on the side of it there, but the bubble is perfect. Nothing wrong with the bubble at all. Very nice. Nice unpunched card. Really not much wrong with the card. I mean, definitely very gradable. To tell you, really looking really hard at the card, the only thing I see at all is right there, and it's like the tiniest white wear mark. There's one over here too, but it's like nothing. Like you wouldn't even notice it. It's beautiful. That's like, I mean, that would be a high grade. There's no way that's not getting a high grade. It's in perfect condition. So there you go. Starting at $1, Lady Gorniche from the Ewoks line. And she's going to be letter U. All right. All right, and then let's get out. We're going to do 4 more for the big wheel here. So we'll do this one first. Return of the Jedi, Emperor's Royal Guard, starting at $1. Can't go wrong for $1 here. It is a 65 back ERG. 65 back ERG. Target sticker. Really nice bubble. Perfect bubble. Nothing wrong with the bubble. Look at that. Great card, too. Very nice card. Tiniest little creasing there. Tiny bit of creasing here, but to tell you the truth, I don't even know if I can make the camera pick it up because it's such minimal. Let me see if I can see it. Yeah, it's like right here through Obi-Wan. There it is. You see that little teeny tiny crease? But you can't even see it there. You just see it if I get the light just right on it. Really beautiful ERG. Starting at $1. That's going to be letter X. Or no, W. Letter W. Try logo Leia Bosch. I didn't see it when I just looked for it, but I will look for it again. W. Where was the Tri-Logo Leia Bosch? Oh, you know what? I got it. Well, I guess that one's worth $700. It's got $700 written on it twice. Let's start it off at $600. $100 off. Unless I already looked that one up. Nice Leia Bosch. Some denting to the bubble, no cracks. Just felt around it. The card is nice. And the dents to the bubbles are on the side and the top and stuff, so it looks nice still from there. Little bit of crease right there. Little bit of crease right here, but you can't see it on the front here. You can only see it on the back. That little crease, but very minor creasing. And these are tri-logos also. It's amazing condition for a tri-logo right there. Tri-logo Leia Bosch. We're going to start her off at 600 bones. And that is letter WXX, letter X. WX. Here, we'll do Y and Z. We'll start these at $1 as well. Y is going to be a Tebow. I know somebody was looking for a Tebow mint on card just a couple weeks ago on one of the last ones. Start them off at $1. Hopefully you guys will get there. Nice bubble, no cracks, no dents, no nothing. Very nice bubble. Power the Force Tebow. 92 back. Very nice. Has a tack hole here. Can't see it because it's behind the end there, but you can kind of see it on the back. Don't know why. Somebody must have had it like this. But there you go. Little bit of bending right there, but very minor. Beautiful bubble. Really, really nice card. Starting at $1. Power of the Force Tebow. That's probably a mistake because that's worth good money. But whatever. We'll get some action on that. Letter Y. Power of the Force Tebow right there, starting at $1. Nobody else will do that, I'll tell you that much. Nobody else is crazy enough to do that. Then next up, we got a 65 back. Biker Scout. Bubble's yellow, but Biker's nice. A little bit of a yellow to the bubble. Card is beautiful. Bubble is great. No dings, dents, scratches, dents, nothing. Great bubble. 65 back Biker Scout. Target sticker. Starting at $1. Oh, he's got a tiny crease on the back right there. Just saw it, yeah, there. Right there. There it is, right by Dengar and Darth Vader. You see it? But you can't see that on the front. It's not on the front, so it's nice. Show the back again. Made in Hong Kong. 65 back. That'll be letter Z. Starting at $1. All right, now check this out. You ready? Bam. That is monstrous. Does it have the two blacked out figures? Yes, it does. I think. Hold on. Let me see when it spins around. Letter Z. Yes, it does have the two blacked out figures. Letter Z does. Yes. Look at that for an amazing looking thing. Look at that spinning wheels. Look at that auction. Gee whiz. Just a kid in the lead on that Biker Scout for a doll hair. Can't go wrong for a carded Biker Scout for $1. Hello? Crazy Letter E is Star Wars comic number 17 from the Marvel Comics. It's just one of my comics, starting at $1. Never been read, just bagged and boarded. Original price, $4. Yeah, there is no letter N. Some of the letters are missing because I'm using them for carded figures instead of 2 things on those spinning wheels. I'm doing 1. Let me know anything you want to see. Hopefully Lady Gorniche doesn't go for $54. Seems cheap. But look at that. That's a crazy Taco Tuesday. Mike, what do you think of those spinning wheels, bud? He's not watching. Oh, he said it's amazing. Got some lag over there. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Droids TV, I don't think I have any droids here yet. There are some droids in the lot, but they are not here currently. No droids figures currently. John Noakes, you were right. I should have started at 1,000, man. Only got 1 bidder, and it's still at $700. You were totally right. Look at how nice that bubble is on that Luke Jedi. It's freaking crazy. For a tri-logo, that's nuts. I know, brother, I know. But yeah, look at that bubble. He's nice. And it's cool he has his hood on. Usually they just throw the hood in there. Cape is like crammed in there with him. Some person at the Palatoy factory fixed it up there and did it all proper. I don't think it's that nice. That's because I'm the high bidder. There you go. Chitwood's talking it down. Oh, nobody wants that. Nobody's, you know. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Let me know if you want to see anything, if you have any questions on anything. One thing I would like to put out there. Because it might not have a bidder here, but this is up for sale. The way it starts bidding is if somebody bids $4,500. It's definitely worth more than that. It is a rare Italian 4-pack. It's the original 4 figures, and it is graded. It's graded a 50, but that's just because obviously there's a rip on the card and stuff like that. But this is so unbelievably rare that I'm not going to put it out, put it on a spinning wheel or anything like that unless somebody says $4,500. If you say $4,500, then we'll put the bidding on it, and I hope it goes for $7,000 to be honest. But $4,500 will be the starting bid on that. I won't have it spinning anywhere, but it is behind me. If somebody decides they want to get in on a big game like that, bag yourself a lion, you know. But this is the Italian 4-pack, only released in Italy. Overstock 4-pack, tri-logo overstock. Those are all tri-logos in there. Fragile, must be Italian. There you go. But there you go, an Italian 4-pack. If you're interested, you could say I want to bid $4,500 on the Italian 4-pack, and I will put it up for sale. But I'm not going to really pitch it and stuff. I don't think Taco Tuesday on a spinning wheel is the best place to sell this. But there you go, just in case, because you're here, I'll tell you about it. And also, it's freaking awesome to see, and I guarantee you've never seen one of those. Certainly, I've never held one in person. And there you go. I got 3 of them now. There's another one up there. That one's up on the IC for Life auction if you want to get in on that one. Some different figures, and it's on the IC for Life auction. But this collection I bought is freaking monstrous. Like, just look at behind me. And it's not even all here yet. And it's all from the land down under. So anybody tells you can't ship something like this, you can. Just got to be careful and pack it really, really, really good. I have to say, I really enjoyed being part of the team this year at ICCC. My first year ever as a volunteer, just getting to answer questions and helping people who were there for the first time. Just liked it a lot. It's super fun to volunteer, man. I do it every year. But it's super fun, man. The people are super nice, and it's really nice interacting with the fans. And they're always so excited that you end up being a, like, legit nerd. Take a kidney for the Power of the Force yak. I'll tell you what I'd do. For the Power of the Force yak. No, I don't need a kidney yet. Australia shipping is expensive, but it can be done. This whole collection's from there. From the land down under. So everything you see here has probably, if it's Ken or American, it's traveled the entire world twice to get to you. I'll definitely put up the Power of the Force yak if you want. Actually, it's pretty easy because I know Paul Macklin literally just sold an AFA 70 AFA 70 tri-logo yak face for $2,499, and this one's a 75. So I started off at $2,500, and that way you know you're getting it cheaper than it should be, and there's a lot of room for people to bid against each other. But I could put up the yak face for sure. But nope, don't need a kidney. Not yet. Knock on wood. No bites on the Tri-Logo Leia Bosch. She is a tough one to find. And also, I took $100 off her, so she's only $600. If you're keen there on letter Z, or letter X, rather, on the big wheel. Ryan Campbell on Tebow at 105. I didn't even look up how much Tebow was, and I started him off at $1. Let's see what he is. Vintage Star Wars. POTF Tebow. I shouldn't have looked this up. $550. $799. $500. That Tebow's worth minimum $500, FYI. And it's at $105 right now. So bid on letter Y. It's dirt cheap. It is 1/5 of the actual retail price, letter Y, currently. 1/5 of the actual retail price. Who knew? You kind of did. It's because of the freaking coin. Whenever they have the coins, they're so expensive. But, yeah, FYI, you could go on eBay, look it up. There is no Tebow under $500. Power of the Force Tebow under $500 on eBay. $663, $799, $599. These are just all the ones I'm reading. $699. $549. $12.99. $12.99 is graded. But still. There's no Tebow, Power of the Force Tebow on eBay for under $500. And there's one right there for, it's currently at $130. So that Tebow is crazy cheap. Everything is very good price. So if there's anything you're keen on, get in there. What's up, Alan Krebs? How you doing, buddy? I was just saying that I forgot to do any actual shopping at ICCC because I was too busy chatting with old and new friends. So many good people at the convention. Thanks. Of course, brother. Thank you for coming. Lady Garniche, only $75. That Luke Jedi for $700 is super cheap. It just is. And even the Stormtrooper is cheap at $700. I should have started them higher. I hate starting things at high prices, though, because you only get one bid. I'll tell you, letter M is cheap. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 figures on it. Brian Campbell, $80 on you. Yeah, Luke as Walrus Man was really cool, man. Everybody loved him. Nice, Brent. Glad to hear it. Let me know if you have any questions, want to see anything, some more, anything like that. That's on me for starting the Tebow so cheap. Chitwood goes 150 on Y, 150 on Y. Power of the Force Tebow. Still a steal of a deal. Oh, also, if anyone out there wants a complete terror drome from G.I. Joe, I am more than willing to trade loose, complete, vintage Star Wars figures for it. And it's like really nice and not even yellow. So if you're a G.I. Joe collector as well and you're looking for a nice, complete terror drome, and hopefully you're local, let me know. More than happy to do a trade for loose vintage figures. FYI. Ooh, I forgot the poster. The poster's cool this week, because check this out. You ready? The poster is from the very first year of ICCC. It was the exclusive poster from 2018. It's got a bunch of the characters we had there, and those were the badge art for 2018. And that's the original ICCC poster. Letter EI, and it's starting at $1, if anybody wants it. But it's one of the original ICCC posters. I forgot I put that up there because ICCC was happening. You out of here, Mike? Before you go, can you toss me a bin? Thanks. How's that? Cool. Thank you, sir. The blaster did look cool, though, man. It looked like a vintage blaster. That poster is considered pre-C, pre-Chitwood. Later, Mikey. Drive safe. Thank you. Mike is out of here. He'll be back tomorrow to carefully ship and package your carded figures. John Noakes takes over on Z at 135. Nick Grooms, $10 on I. Boom, 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 boom. Da-da, dee-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. If there's any of these cards you want to see, or if you have any questions, please ask. I am more than happy to show you. Love to get some more bids. Mike, how about that L slot Boba Fett just found in Cincy? I'll tell you what, it went to a guy that has been always a good, nice guy, so I'm cool with it. It's cool to see they're still found out there. And they still exist, man. Those things are around. I'm going to find one in a bin one day for 50 cents. You'll see. Just keep digging. Just keep digging. But it couldn't go to a nicer guy, so I'm cool with it. And I know there's a lot of stuff spinning, so if you got any questions about anything, want to see anything up close, want me to take out anything else again and show you how nice the bubble is on the Tri-Logo Luke, just let me know. I'm more than happy to do so. We got 150 John Noakes on Z. First time bidding, how long does the bidding go, and what's the bidding increments? The bidding goes until I feel it's slowed down or I stop begging for you guys to get to a realistic price. But they will all end tonight, guaranteed. But there is no time limit. What happens is at the end of the bidding, I'll go going once, going twice, going thrice, and I'll hit a hammer, a gavel, and then it has a 15-second window. In case anybody bid and there's lag. If no bid comes in by that 15 seconds, then it is sold to whomever is the highest bidder. Toy shop owner found the figure only at the bottom of a tub of 90s X-Wing X-Men. There you go, dude. I told you. It happens. And then what happens is for the bidding, and then you win. And the bidding goes, if it's over $100, it has to be at least a minimum of $10 bid, and if it's over $200, it has to be a minimum of $20 bid. I think Andrea always tells me, yeah, bids over bids over $100 must be a minimum increment of $5 or more. Bids over $200 must be a minimum increment of $10 or more. But bids under $100 could be a buck. You can bid $35 on F, and you'll be in the lead. Toby Black's in the lead at 34 on F right now. But if you bid 35, you would be in the lead on F. Bottom of the tub at 90s X-Men. That's why you always got to look, man. You never know. Could be anywhere. Just a little tiny figure. I'll get one day. I'm not worried about it. But I sure as heck ain't blowing 6 figures on a Boba Fett. Rather buy 6 figures worth of a collection here and sell it on Taco Tuesday. Make some money for ICC Con 2027. Nobody's got any questions on these? Anything you want to see? Anything at all? Happy to show you. So I got in my car today in Nashville, and it said 120 degrees on my dashboard. That's hot. And already ready for 2027. There you go, buddy. Me too. Got to keep planning. No time off. Not in this game. A little bit of time off. But you go fishing, you recharge your batteries, you come back, and you do it again. Don't suppose you've got a complete loose Jabba playset. I don't, Toby. Nope, not a complete one. Sorry, bud. I got an AFA 80 Jabba the Hutt dungeon sealed, but that doesn't help you at all. I was just kind of bragging. Thank you, sir. Now I'm in the car listening. What letter is the Stormtrooper? And it's not graded, correct? Yes, it is not graded. It is letter S. It is a Power of the Force Stormtrooper. Beautiful bubble. A small crease in the card. And it's starting bid was $700. It's only at $700. It's only had one bid so far. But it's a beauty, man. The bubble is perfect. Stellar. Ridiculous. And it is unpunched. It just has a crease at the top left of the card. But the story of the day is that Tebow Power of the Force mint on card that I should have put a starting bid on because it's only at $160, and the cheapest one on eBay is $500. Like, it's definitely the market price of that Tebow is $500 or more, and it is currently only at $160. It's coming up right now, letter Y. Cheap. Let's call the Crazy Letter E comic book for $2. We'll get it out of there and we'll get you something else. That's going to be letter E there. Star Wars comic. And this way you could get an idea how the bidding works. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Letter E. $2 for Nick Grooms. It's a good deal. Half price. And sold. And you see when it says sold in there in the comments? That means it's sold. And so no other bids would count towards that. Sam Cobra takes over on that super cheap Tebow. Did someone forget to paint the WBG? The Bespin guard? Nah, it's just, you know that gold. It fades. Rubs off. He's got a little bit left on the bottom of his cuffs there, but not much. All right, unused Taco Supreme wrapper with C-3PO on it. This is going to be letter E, starting at $1. No taco guts in there. But it's from the special edition trilogy back in the 90s. Letter E, starting at $1. Nice little advertising display piece there. Taco Special. Letter EI is the very first poster from ICCC. The very first ICCC exclusive poster from 2018. What is the condition on Y, W, and Z? Okay. Let's start off with W because it came up first. Y, W, and Z. I'll show you them all. Y, really, really nice bubble. I remember, like, the bubble is perfect. And the card is actually really, really nice. But that bubble is just stellar. Nothing wrong with it. The card is really, really nice. The only problem at all is there's a slight crease right here from a dog ear. Down at the bottom. But otherwise, it's really, really nice. It's still a really good deal. And there was a little crease here. But it's hard to see. Very minor, see it? But that bubble is just cherry. So that's W. You said W, Y, and Z. Y is the Tebow that I keep talking about because it's so freaking cheap, it's insane. This Tebow, there is not one up on eBay for sale for cheaper than $500. This one is currently only at $160. It's cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap. Perfect bubble. No dings, dents, scratches, dents, anything. Perfect bubble. Great card. Tiny tack hole here. Somebody had it tacked up like this at one point in its life. But perfect bubble. Great Tebow. Little dog ear down here. Perfectly sealed bubble. Perfect bubble. And this one's only at $160. The cheapest one on eBay is $500. So that's cheap. That's just cheap. And you know cheap on eBay at $500 means you pay $500, then you pay tax. So it ain't $500. It's like $550 or $530. But this one started off at $1, and it's only at, well, it's at $180 now that I just re-showed it, but it's only at $180. It's a steal. That's a $500 card for $180 right there. $500 market value before tax, and there's no tax with us. And then Y, W, and Z. W, Y, and Z. Z is the Biker Scout. Biker Scout's really nice. He's got a yellowing bubble. So he looks a little yellow when you look at him from the bubble. But really nice card, target card. Got the little dog ear down here. But actually I'm able to kind of flatten it out. Little dog ear down there. 65 back. Has a blacked out Ewok, somebody was asking. Perfect bubble. Perfect bubble. I don't know. I get a lot of perfect bubbles here. And bubbles are hard to get perfect. They're always dented or smushed or cracked or something, but that's perfect. Perfect bubble. And you know me, I don't like saying perfect unless it's really perfect. So there you go. No problem, Eduardo. Anybody wants any questions? Anybody has any questions? Anybody wants to see stuff? I am more than happy to show you. I love showing you. It gets more bids, it seems. Maybe I should just show you without you asking. But I'm happy to show you. Don't ever think it's an inconvenience. If you just dropped in, if you just got here, more than happy to show you what's what. Just ask. All right, I think we're going to call letter U. So get in your bids for letter U. Maybe I missed, what is the Stormtrooper letter and what is the big curly at? What is big curly? Stormtrooper's letter S. I'll show them to you again. What is big curly? I don't know who big curly is. Stormtrooper's still cheap. Power of the Force Stormtrooper, unpunched, coin, beautiful bubble, perfect bubble. Perfect bubble. He is letter S. Only thing is there's some creasing here. Just looks like it got squished in something. But the bubble is perfect. 92 back. Power of the Force Stormtrooper. And he is letter S. Blaster still in his hand. I always think that's cool how some figures like Greedo, Stormtroopers, certain Stormtroopers, and they hold that blaster for 50 years in their hand. Never give it up. Very cool. Very, very nice Stormtrooper. Very, very cheap still. Or inexpensive for what it is, rather. That's a better way to say it. Because it ain't cheap, but it's inexpensive for what it is. Greg Whitley, tell me what Big Curly is, man. I don't know. Big Curly. I was looking for a Chewbacca, but I don't have one up for sale right now. I have some Chewbaccas, but I don't have one spinning currently. AFA 80 Power of the Force Wicket just got a bid up to $500. Michael Payne in the lead. Tebow's still dirt cheap. Only at 200 bones. There we go, 220, Ben Joshua. Tebow's still less than half price. He's at about 40% of market value right now. Means you're getting 60% off if you bid on the Tebow. No worries, man. Greg, most important thing, drive safe, brother. Drive safe. Big guy, got you. Yeah, he's at the Stormtrooper's at $700. But it is a Power of the Force sealed perfect Stormtrooper with a perfect bubble. A little bit of creasing on the card, but that's it. Really nice. Got 130 on you, and I was just gonna call Lady Gorniche. She's at 130 now. Let me see if there's anything else I could call that I think is about right. Bid currently. That makes sense. $700 the Stormtrooper's at. Let's get rid of the Tri-Logo Leia Bosch. We have no bids on it. Started her off at $600. Cheapest one on eBay was $700. Thought that was a good deal. But I'll be able to get you up something else. If you got a request, ask now. And I'll try to grab it for you. If not, I'm just going to grab something off the top of the pile. Yeah, I completely agree, Don Noakes. Dion, I completely agree. I won't say it out loud because you collect what you want, but I completely agree. I'm not a fan. All right, we got a hybrid cardback PvP Palatoy Clipper Snaggletooth. The only one I can find online is this one, and it's $722.56 is the starting bid for the buy it now offer. We'll start ours off at, I don't know, $500, so it makes it dirt cheap. $500, but it's this one. It's the hybrid, so it has the numerous colors and a Gigundo bubble, and I will show you the one I got right here. But we're going to start off at 500 American dollars, so that's $230 cheaper than you could get it anywhere else in the world. And it's a tough to find variant, and this one is unpunched, and very, very nice. Minor dents to the bubble, but look at the size of that bubble. Tri-Logo, they didn't care, man. But it is the hybrid card. Tri-Logo. Spain, General Mills, England, Colville. So it's Meccano. It's the hybrid Tri-Logo. Trying to see a COO, but it's like impossible. I don't know. There you go. Yeah, but variant villains is where I found out what it is. We're going to start that one off at $500. As I said, again, the cheapest one on eBay is $722, and it is the vintage Star Wars Snaggletooth Palatoy Tri-Logo Hybrid cardback. And he's going to be letter X. So if you're hunting for that rare variant or a Snaggletooth and a Gigundo bubble, this is your guy. There we go. Finally, we're getting some bids on that Stormtrooper. I was nervous because I started him off really cheap. Ever get one of those figures that makes you think, hey, she looks way different than all the other ones I have ever seen, and then you go cross-eyed staring at variant villain trying to figure it out? Yeah, all the time. I just did it live on TV with that Hoth, and I don't even know what it was. The Han Hoth with the white face. But he's a PvP Han Hoth. And I'm like, I can definitely tell what he is, and now I have to figure out how to price him, because I don't see any other comparables anywhere. But I've come up with a lot of those. I mean, try to find a comparable on an Italian 4-pack. One of those hasn't been sold in like 6 years. And that one was sold for $4,000, which is the starting bid. So, I mean, it's cheap. Because that's 4 years ago price. Or, no, more than that. Because it was before COVID, the one I saw. And it was on Hakes. We got $800 on that Power of the Force Stormtrooper. Well, the Emperor's Royal Guard has stayed at $100, $105 for a long time. Eduardo Martins is in the lead. So I'll show it to you here, and then I'll call that one next. Yeah, man, Bespin Leia has some beautiful, beautiful card backs and figures. I really like Bespin Leia. That Tebow's so cheap, it's crazy, everybody. Just reminding you. Letter Y is still less than half market price. All right, letter W is going to go for $105. If you're keen on that Emperor's Royal Guard with the perfect bubble, feel free to bid more than $105 in the next couple minutes here, because I'm about to call it. We're at $105, letter W. I'll let it spin around one more time for all those deciding whether or not they want to bid over $105 on that. And then I will call it. Emperor's Royal Guard at 105 bucks. Beautiful carded figure right there. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Eduardo Martins sold. I love the ERGs. They were one of my favorite figures when I was a kid. Oh, we got another bid. 110 on the ERG, so it's still live. Remember, bid early, bid often, folks. You don't want to miss out on a killer deal. Some more action on the Stormtrooper. Power of the Force Stormtrooper. Can't go wrong. Good figure. Really bad lag from Facebook. Sorry, brother. Go watch it on YouTube, man. Here, I'll get you the link. Maybe you'll have better lag. But also, we have that 15-second window, so it'll give you some time for lag. But check it out on YouTube. Maybe it's better lag. Or Twitch. Nobody watches it on Twitch. Well, there is somebody watching it on Twitch. But nobody watches it on Twitch. There's 3 people watching it on Twitch. But, I don't know. Nobody ever writes from Twitch. Nobody's ever like, $15 from Twitch. But I think Twitch is for video games, so I'm just kind of putting it there because I know how to. All right, let's call that Bespin Micro playset with figures, and we'll get another min-on card out there. Going to Mr. Robbins for 45 doll hairs. Letter M. It's the Bespin playset with a bunch of... I'm watching it on Napster. Nice, dude. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Letter M. Bespin playset with a bunch of micro figures. Sold for 45 bones. Napster, baby. All right, cool. That's a nice bunch of micro stuff. If you collect that, man, you got a really good deal on it. If anybody has a wish for a min-on card for me to put out there, let me know. How about another Ewok there? We're going to put out the Dulac Scout. I think this is, right? Dulac Scout. Don't they write the names on these darn things? No 12 backs tonight, brother. Sorry. Yeah, this is the Dulac Scout. There we go. Snow Trooper min-on card. I don't think I have one yet. I do have some that are coming in this collection. But like I said, I've only got about half the stuff here from the collection. See a Stormtrooper over there, Biker Scout. I don't see one. Here you go. This is in lesser condition than our other card. It does have a punch hole right here. I don't know why people do that, but it happens. Bubble's nice. Definitely some creasing down here. Some like pinholes or tack holes or something. $20 back Luke X-Wing pilot. I am not sure if I have one. I know I got... No, I think they're Return of the Jedi Luke X-Wing pilots. But there you go. Dulac Scout starting at $1. So you can keep your favorite min-on card on your keychain. There you go. And that's going to be letter M. Dulac Scout. I do have a mint on card, Luke Stormy. I do. I can pull that out. He's graded. We'll have to look him up. No die cast right now, brother. Just none. Any loose complete speeder bike? I don't think so, man. Loose complete, I'm thin on, brother. Thin on loose complete. Got a Dulac Scout, no, letter N, starting at $1. Nobody's into that red snaggletooth, huh? No loose graded. I'm really low on loose, man. Loose graded, loose everything. I'm really low. Sucking wind on loose. But I am buying and I am trading for loose complete or loose graded. So if anybody's out there with a big collection of loose that wants to dump it, I am your Huckleberry. No dewbacks, Brent Riggs. Again, man, really not much loose here right now. I've got dewbacks, but without reins. I don't have a complete one. Got a lot of mint on cards. Good problem to have. Tons of mint on cards. Chad's coming in to cover for me. Nothing really to sell right now. There's no letter N. There's just a letter M, as in Mike. That's a cool wheel. Yeah,
that works.
There's good stuff. Oh yeah, the way they are, because you can see the backs and everything. I do like it. All right, folks, I'll be right back. Chad's gonna take over for a minute.
What's up, guys? Whoa, we got an actual taco wrapper on Taco Tuesday on letter E. Who would have known? Such things are possible. What's up, Mr. Bordner? What's up, Chitwood? Oh, look, Sam's over at YouTube. Everyone recovered from the con who went? There you go, Chitwood. It was cool meeting a bunch of people, though. I had like 3 or 4 people that watched the stream come up and say hi. It's nice putting names, faces to the names. That was fun. I had a good time, though. It was a good weekend. We got some action on G. Which one's G? Let's see. The Lando. And we got 140 on U. I'll use over here, I think. Oh, the Ewoks thing. I still think it's cool that we got a taco wrapper on Taco Tuesday. $8.50 on S. Hey, Patrick. The Power of the Force Stormy. That's S. Unpunched. Wow, we got a lot of cards spinning. Anyone wants to see anything up close or whatever? Because I don't think there's anything to call yet. So you could ask me questions I probably don't know the answers to, or you can ask me to show something up close. $60 on M. That's the other Ewok. Let's see if we can lighten up this side. Well, so I can see better. That might be better. Cool. We got bid from YouTube, $8.75 on S. That's Stormtrooper unpunched. All right, guys. Mike's back. Have fun.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Yeah. Got Chad spying. Oh, you're not on that camera. There he is. Ah! Can you show E, please? Yeah, dude, totally.
The actual taco thing on
Actual taco thing on Actual Taco Tuesday. It's an unused taco wrapper from the Star Wars promotion back in the 90s from Taco Bell. It's only at $1. How could you go wrong? show
And then
H.
take it to Taco Bell and then have them make an actual taco.
Yeah, you could have it go to Taco Bell, make them an actual taco, put it in there.
Have them, hey, can you put a taco in this?
Yeah. It's Cliff Clavin. Got a couple scratches on his scarf. Power of the Force, Luke Stormy. I'm not sure. I'll check it for you in a second here, buddy. Jason McKee was psyched to meet Chad at ICCC. Jason McKee had a cool cosplay going on there. He was V from V. You remember V, Chad?
Yeah. No, I was coming in through the elevator.
Yeah.
And he was coming out. And I was like, oh, nice. And then he turned around. He's like, oh, you get it? I'm like, yeah, V, man. It was a dope outfit.
Yeah, it was cool, man. His
cool.
V outfit was sick. I remember V. That used to scare the crap out of me when I was a kid when they were ripping their face offs and their lizards.
And his outfit was legit.
Yeah, and your outfit was legit, for sure. What up, Ken Hoff? Well, let me read what everybody else said. Can you show H? Can you show E? We did that. What's the grade on the Power of the Force, Luke Stormy? Brian knows how to make sure I pull something down and look at it, and then I'll definitely put it up. It's an 80, brother, so really nice. It's the grade everybody wants, AFA 80. Somewhere there is a lonely taco from the 90s. Taco is definitely rotten by now. I would not advise eating the taco that belonged in that wrapper. Chad Bordner just put 70 on the Duloc Scout. But yeah, for real, I need loose complete figures. I am looking to buy. I am looking to trade. I have some incredible G.I. Joe everything. If you want to trade G.I. Joes for vintage Star Wars, I am definitely down. I got a flag. I got a Terrordrome. I mean, I am looking for vintage Star Wars loose complete. Graded, ungraded, whatever. I just need them for Taco Tuesday. Biker Scout is a yellow bubble. Yellow bubble. Not dark yellow or anything, but definitely yellowing. Yellow bubble. Tebow is still super cheap. He's only at $230. Any blemishes on Lady Gorniche? I think Lady Gorniche is really nice. Here, let's check her out for you. I got my claw. The claw. No, she's really nice, dude. The Duloc Scout has some blemishes for sure, but she's nice and unpunched. Her bubble is perfect. She has a Toys R Us sticker on the side of the bubble, but the bubble is perfect. The card is really nice. Oh yeah, this is the one where I really didn't see anything wrong with the card at all, except there's a little bit of rubbing right there, but it's nothing. Just a little litho rub right there, but nothing. Very tiny. Can't even see it. And her bubble is perfect. She's really, really nice condition. Luke Jedi with that perfect clear bubble still at $700. I think I'm gonna call it. Chitwood, you're gonna get a killer deal, and Dion Noakes, I should have listened to you and started at 1,000. Anybody wants to get in on that beautiful Luke Jedi right there? Let me know. I'm about to call him. But actually, I'm going to get rid of the red Snaggletooth first because nobody wants it. It's a variant, so I understand that. So we're going to pull down Snaggletooth, and we're going to put up something else for him. Here, easy peasy, Lando Skiff. But here's this Lando Skiff. Check this out. Now, the thing is, I don't know if you saw Paul Macklin's post, but it was for the Bib Fortuna, and it had a completely destroyed card, but it was still $300 because he's like, when do you ever see a clear bubble Bib Fortuna? And that's a very valid point because you don't. Another one you never see a clear bubble of is this guy right here. This is a Return of the Jedi Lando Skiff with a crystal clear bubble, and his bubble is perfect. You go, you send this to AFA, you get it graded, and you charge triple if you ever sell it. No one has a clear bubble Lando. That is a beautiful one. It will grade high. A little bit of a mark here where the bubble is. But otherwise, crystal clear. Look at this. I was witness to the heist on that Luke. Yeah, that Luke is cheap, man. Crystal clear bubble Lando. Now I'm starting him off at $200 because that crystal clear bubble Bib Fortuna and the card is destroyed is at $299 starting price. So $200 I think is cheap on this. I do think it's worth $4 or $5 because it is a clear bubble Lando and that does not happen. But I won't let it go for $110. It is not a regular Return of the Jedi Lando. It is a crystal clear bubble. And when do you see a crystal clear bubble ever on that? So we're going to start him off at $200, which is still cheap. I think he's worth $4 or $5, no joke. Especially if you grade him and he comes out with a clear grade, which he will. He's worth a fortune. So we're going to start him off at $200 there. And he is letter X. X is in zebra. Nope, X is in xylophone. Sorry. All right, Adam Chitwood, are you watching? Because I'm going to give you a free Luke Jedi here. Well, a $700 Luke Jedi may as well be free. That's super cheap. We're going to call him for Adam Chitwood. Going once, going twice, going thrice. 700 pounds, Adam Chitwood. Brian Campbell's like, give me that clear bubble Lando, man. You crazy? Selling that? Taco Tuesday? What are you thinking? God, and that bubble on that Luke Jedi is just so nice. Chitwood, you're going to be so happy with that, dude. Good job. At least it's Adam Chitwood. I like Adam Chitwood. Brian Collingwood, I have a clear bubble Lando Skiffs. Dude, grade it and sell it if you don't care about it. Those are so hard to come by. It's crazy. Luke. Steal the deal on that beautiful tri-logo, Luke. He's purty. Alright, and we may as well keep the Luke thing going. Let's see. Ah, Eduardo Martins, too late, brother. Ah, breaking my heart, man. That went so cheap. Remember, everybody, bid early, bid often. There's nothing I can do once it's over. Alright, and let's look this bad boy up. Vintage Star Wars, AFA 80, Art of Force, Luke, Stormtrooper. All right, there's one up for $22.50 on eBay. One up for $1,800. And there's a 70 up for $1,500, so that's a way lower grade. There's one just sold, AFA 80 for $22.51.78. So I don't know. Here's the one that just sold, and it sold on bids. So you know that's as cheap as it's going to come. So let's start off ours at $2,000. How's that? $2,000. Make it cheap for you. $2,000, and we have an AFA 80, Luke Jedi, card 80, bubble 85, figure 85, so high subgrades as well. Beautiful Luke Jedi right there. AFA 80, starting off at 2 Gs, right here on Taco Tuesday. No, whatchamacallit, no tax here. The Lando Skiff is a made in Mexico Lando Skiff, Eduardo. Made in Mexico Lando Skiff. That'll help with the bubble clarification. You have no sound. Can you hear me now? Here, look at that. Oh! It's a really nice freaking Luke Stormtrooper, man. Sweet Toys R Us sticker on there, too. That's cool. Yes, I can. Okay. All right, let's call that Biker Scout for Deion Noakes, letter Z at 170. 170 on the Biker Scout. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold for 170. Biker Scout. Hey, folks, I still want to say letter Y is only at 230. That Tebow Power the Force Mint on card. The cheapest one on eBay is $500, so it's still cheap. Three Amigos, man. I love Three Amigos, dude. Biker Scout is sold. The letter was easy. All right, anybody else have a particular one that they saw in the thing that they want up? No real card backs tonight, Tom. I got a couple, but no real ones tonight. More sticking to mint on cards. I have so many mint on cards right now. I know it's a pricey expedition, but still. All right, we need a new one. Anybody got any suggestions? Or you want me to just pick something? Oh, I do have a Droids card. Somebody wanted a Droids card. I have an Uncle Gundy. I'm going to put up Uncle Gundy here. He is a Droids card, Canadian Droids card, as a matter of fact. It says La Guerre des Étoiles on the back. He is very, very nice. Great bubble. Tiniest crease. 2 tiny creases. I'll show you here. But he is beautiful. There is a tiny crease there. See a little burp. And there is a tiny crease right here. They're so tiny it's hard to show them, but right there you can see it. See that tiny crease? Sorry for my finger. I chopped it yesterday in the pool doing something. I don't know. Tiny, teeny, tiny crease. Teeny, tiny crease. This guy, just because you got me scared, I'm going to look him up because you got me so scared with that darn Tebow. Tebow is less than half market value right now. Way less. Vintage Star Wars, Uncle Gundy. Dang, he's worth $310 without a card. 444 one sold for. 488. Let me see what the cheapest one currently for sale is. $400, but it's bent in half. $600. $400. So let's start them off at $400. They have sold recently for $444. That was an AFA 70. This is better than that. 400. It's $400. So let's start them off at $400. Uncle Gundy, Canadian card, Droids figure, 400 bones, and he will be letter Z. Boop. Letter Z. You know what? $350. Start them off at $350. So it's definitely cheaper than anyone sold for in the past 6 months. So we're starting them off at $350. Uncle Gundy there. Letter Z. Let me know if you want to see anything you have questions on. Happy to show you. I can't believe there's no action on that Luke Stormtrooper. He's $250 and the cheapest one that is sold on eBay in the past 6 months. Also not including tax, which eBay has, but we do not. So that's cheap. That Luke Stormtrooper is cheap. If you're in the market for a Luke Stormtrooper, it's cheap. All right, we're going to call the Lady Gorniche. Lady Gorniche, letter U. ESB carded figures. I will check for you, brother. We're going to call letter U. If anybody wants to get in on that, do it now or forever hold your peace. Lady Gorniche there, letter U. She is currently at 140, Mr. Patrick Cost. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Lady Gorniche is sold. Sold. There you go. Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, I got one sitting right here in the middle, man. But it is a 21 back Han Solo, so it's probably not going to be cheap. I'll check it on eBay. Back a Solo. Great, there's none for sale on eBay. I hate when stuff is, well, I mean, I don't mean to pick on something that's actually rare, but I hate when stuff is so rare it's hard to see, hard to find a comparable. Well, actually, I did find a comparable. Hold on. 21 back transition card, secret offer. Yeah, definitely. I could show you Luke Stormy. Give me 1 second, brother. There's one up for $2,000 that's AFA 80. One up for $600. And there's one that recently sold for $600. So it's $600 card. Let's start it off at $550. Here, I'll show you all about it. We're going to start this one off at $550. Mine is unpunched, which is better than the one on the thing. And I think it's a better card, also mine. But it's a 21 back Empire Strikes Back Han Solo. The cheapest one to sell on eBay in the past 6 months is $600. Crystal clear bubble, unpunched. Oh, nope, making it way cheaper. It has Sharpie here. There's Sharpie on it. It's where the price sticker was peeled off. See the Sharpie? Get one of these. It's a UV light. You can get them for like $20 or $10 on Amazon. And that way you do this to a card and you can check if it's got Sharpie on it, just like that. But it shows up really, really good. So grab it. It's a UV light. It'll save you a bunch of money on cards. Because this one that I was going to start off at $600, I am now going to start off at $350 because it has Sharpie on it. So get a steal of a deal on this one. It looked perfect to me without like the color of the UV. And I kind of noticed it was a little rough there. And I took the UV light and put it on it, and there you be. Tiny dent here, but hardly anything, and you can't see it from the front. Wonder if it's a painted leg version. There's absolutely no way for me to tell because it has a footer. So I don't know is the answer to if it's a painted leg version or not. It is a melon head Han, and I am starting it off at $350, which is half price because it has some Sharpie marker on it. So there you go. That'll be letter... I just sold Lady Gorniche, so that'll be letter U. Letter U, OG Han Solo. Can't even tell if you don't take out the UV light, but it's there, so I wouldn't sell it to you without disclosing. Can you show me the Luke Stormy? Yes, Luke Stormy up close. You got it. He's beautiful. Aaron Larrabee takes over on Han Solo there. There's his grade. Try to get it to zoom. And it is in an archival case as well. But beautiful Luke Stormtrooper. AFA 80. And cheaper than anyone that's sold in the last 6 months. And no tax. So, there you go. Yes, reminder, bids over $100 must be in a minimum of $5 or more. And over $200, they must be in minimum of $10 or more. Anytime, Darren. Happy to show you. Yeah, it's a nice example. Really nice Luke. He looks great. He looks beautiful. Plus, he's an AFA 80. Sorry about the loose figures just spinning around. I just really don't have that much more for loose to keep more than those going. So they're spinning for a long time. Alright, I think the Taco Supreme wrapper is done at $1, so we're going to call that real quick. Going once, twice, 3 times, sold. Taco Bell wrapper. And I'll put something else out there that you guys want. Alright, folks, and feel free to ask me to see anything. I'm happy to show you. Or if you have any questions about stuff. Darth Vader, number 24. It's got Darth Vader and Padme on it. This is going to be the new letter E. It's actually a really cool picture. Padme, why do you have to cry about everything so I become the worst bad guy in history? Man, what happened here? It's like dead. Nobody's talking. People are bidding. I don't know. People were chatting before, Adrian. You can chat. I'm always chatting, so that helps. But yeah, there's a lot of people watching, man. I mean, there's 31 on Facebook, 13 on YouTube, 2 on Twitch. Like 50-something people watching. A lot of people on here tonight. Darth Vader is going to be letter E. Letter E. I think you just may have missed the chats, Adrian. You're going to have to scroll up. But chat, man, I'm here. I'll talk to you. I keep saying letter Y is unbelievably cheap. Letter Y just got to exactly half of market value with Chuck George at $250. That is the Power of the Force Tebow right there. Power of the Force Tebow. Brian Campbell takes over on X. I'm here all crippled and doped up on pain meds. There you go, Deanna. Nick Groom starts us off on that Darth Vader comic at $1. All right, folks, I think we're going to call letter P. It is an AFA 80 Power of the Force Wicket. Letter P. It's there on the left-hand side of your screen. AFA 80 Power of the Force Wicket. It's at $500. And we're going to call it going for Michael Payne. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Wicket, Wicket is sold. Still recovering and chatting at ICCC. There you go. Yeah, it was super fun. It was super fun to see everybody, talk to everybody. It was a lot of fun. It was really nice hanging out with y'all. I love it. It's like a family reunion every year. I'm a big fan. Was there anything particular people were looking at? Great price on that wicket. Hey man, it goes, goes for cheap sometimes, but that's all right. Here, I'm waiting to see if anybody says anything. Is there anything you want me to put up? Any card that you saw that you want me to put up there? Mike, do you mind if I share my favorite moment at ICCC? No, of course, dude. You could share your least favorite moment. Share. I'm happy. I want you guys sharing. The more you share, the less I got to talk. Yeah, you're one guy there, Dion. I can't help you with that. He made me quite grumbly for a minute there myself, so can't lie. We need something there, though. Has anybody got a... Sorry for a bit of a lengthy post, but this is my favorite ICCC moment. So there was this guy with a booth. I bought a couple of figures from him in $10 bin and early in the morning. British fella. Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do is not room with that dude anymore, Dion. Seems like a hassle. I don't know him from nothing, but he does seem like a hassle. I came back around to his booth later. I needed to sit down. Next to his booth was an animatronic Vader statue and a couple of folding chairs, so I sat down. I wasn't there a couple minutes, and he said, "Excuse me, would you mind watching my booth? I really needed to go to the bathroom." I said, "What if somebody wants to buy something?" He says, "We got everything marked. Just have them pay the marked price," and off he went. Look at that for trust. All right, I'm just going to pick something out because none of you are speaking up, so... How about Benjamin Kenobi? Everybody likes Obi-Wan. So there I was watching a complete stranger's table. Tri-logo Vader, Brian Campbell says. Complete stranger's booth, decent figures, table with high prices, a bag behind the table with plenty of cash in it. Tri-logo Vader, where is it? He eventually came back, thanked me, and I was on my way. Just thought, my goodness, that dude was pretty trusting. My wife says it's because I look like Santa Claus. Everybody trusts Santa Claus. Alright, Darth Vader. I'm going to start him off at $700 because that's what he's worth more than that. But $700. This is a Darth Vader, tri-logo Darth Vader. God, these Elite cases are hard to open, but I like them because they really hold the stuff in. My best time was when my daughter came up running with an ICCC challenge coin she got from you. She's been showing it off like a trophy. It is a trophy, man. I don't give out that many of those. There are some creases here, but that is factored into that price tag. Nice bubble. A little bit of denting, but hardly anything. Tri-logo Darth Vader. Aaron, it'll be in August, but I can't give the dates yet because I don't have a room block link. You can't get the room block link until 51 weeks before the show, so I have to keep it quiet until 51 weeks before the show. But it will be in August, so you can plan a little bit. Minor denting, but still beautiful. Tri-logo Vader right there, starting off at 700 bones. Very nice. And he will be letter P as in Paul. We got no starting bid on Uncle Gundy. Uncle Gundy is only $350. I mean, loose complete, he's worth $310. So that's a carded one for only starting at $350. I know it's a good deal. If anybody wants to get on that. My wife is out of town, so I make the best of being home alone tonight. Making episode of Making the Best of Being Lonely. Tonight's episode of Making the Best of Being Lonely. Eat my steak straight off the grill. Gotta eat your steak over the grill. Rah, rah, rah. It's so hot out there, dude. Gotta leave the grill alone for today. It's hot. Can't believe that Luke Stormtrooper hasn't gotten any bids. How cool. That's very cool, dude. Very nice, Alan. Nice. At least the doggo's got a bite. That's important. If you folks got any questions, feel free to ask. That is a 21 back Han Solo, only at $350. It does have some ink on the card. Good deals to be had. Popcorn for dinner, that's not food. There isn't even any meat in that. It's craziness. Now you're going fast. I can't read all these comments. Yeah, you just came in at a quiet lull, man. We've been chatting it up. Yeah, 275 on X. That's that Lando skiff. Adrian was just waiting for the popcorn for dinner conversation. That's what he was waiting on. Who won the Luke Tri logo? You did, man, and nobody else bid on it. You got to steal. That's what you did. You got to steal. I'm a sad guy. Why, man? The lobby sales, yeah, they're usually just Friday, but they do room sales all weekend. I'm surprised that they were done after the Skywalkers. They're usually out there all night. Gnarly. Gnarly. Wait till you see the bubble on that Luke, dude. It's bonkers for a Tri-Logo. Doesn't even make sense. Tri-Logo bubbles never look like that. Well, I put up the Darth Vader Tri. Nobody's even looking at it. Got that Luke Stormtrooper nobody's looking at either. That's a killer deal for an AFA 80. Let me know if there's something else you want. I'm gonna call the Power of the Force Stormtrooper unpunched for Jedi Skywalker. Letter S. Yeah, you should send it, dude. It's nice. It's got that creasing at the top, but I mean the bubble is stupid nice. Let's call the Power of the Force Luke Stormtrooper mint on card unpunched for $8.75 for Jedi Skywalker. Beautiful, beautiful card. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Yeah, dude, if I didn't have a Luke Stormtrooper AFA 80, I'd buy it too. It's a good deal. It's cheap. I mean, because technically they really go for $2,500. I found the one that went the cheapest on bids, which was $22.75 or something like that. Sold. No other droids, man. I just had a Uncle Gundy here. That's why I put him out. I didn't think I had any, but then I did have an Uncle Gundy. What do you guys want? Anything specific? Yeah, mine from Matthew Johnson. He has a great booth every year. 2021 ICCC. I do not have a TIE pilot, Dion Noakes. Sorry, buddy. Womp, womp, womp. Yeah, go on eBay and look up how much a Tri-Logo Vader is. $800, $900. There's one that's completely destroyed that's $750, but this one's only starting at $7. It's a good deal. All right, here's one I know you bid on because everybody loves them. Tri-Logo Wicket. Oh, Arthur Liu, Tri-Logo Man. Okay, I could do that. We'll put Wicket on the back burner. Tri-Logo Man. Tri-Logo Man. Now it says $600 on the back of them, but that might have been the price for the toy store. Yeah, we're gonna start it off at $600. Here, look what I just found on eBay. This one's $529. This one's $3,500. So I think $600 is extremely fair when this one's $600 or $530. Because mine is in much better shape. That one's missing the pop. Bubble's destroyed. It looks like that. Yeah. And mine looks like this. No, I'll tell you what. I'll do it crazy. I will start mine for the exact price of that one. $529.99. So $530 it's starting off at. And here's what mine looks like. And it has the 159 sticker. And it's unpunched. So I'll start off mine as the same exact price as the one that looks like it got run over on eBay. Not the $3,500 one, but the one that looks like it got run over on eBay. A little bit of squish to the bubble with a giant bubble like a Man-to-Man. That's nothing. So we're going to start him off at $530. His card is very nice. Unpunched. Very nice card. Definitely doesn't look like it got run over by a truck. Look at how big his bubble is. Do you know how hard it is to have a big, nice bubble like that on a Tri-Logo? So there you go. Tri-Logo and Man-to-Man starting off at the exact same price this one is for sale for. $530. How could you possibly go wrong? So the exact same price as the cheapest one on eBay, and the cheapest one on eBay looks like this. Vader has jumped in price. Everything Vader has jumped in price because he keeps being in the new shows. I noticed the Man-to-Man has jumped in price also because of the Mandalorian, for sure. And there you go. A Man-to-Man is live on letter S at $530. Pig bubble and you can't deny. Yeah, for sure. The Amani. That was a cool part. No spoilers, but it's been like a month and a half. Get out there to the movie. Can't be no spoilers until you watch it on streaming for free 6 months later. But yeah, Man has definitely gone up. Well, we don't have any bids on a Man yet. And it is the exact same price as this one. Look at that thing. Gee whiz. But it shows you the kind of damage a Tri-Logo bubble can take without breaking off that package. That's the one thing with Tri-Logo bubbles. They don't last for, or they don't ever, they're usually not nice, but they can take a beating. Mando movie is hitting August on Disney Plus. Well, there you go. But still, it's past the point of no spoilers, I think. Just look at this. When do you see this anywhere else? Any live sale, any live auction, any auction house, I don't care. When do you see that? That's crazy. Yeah, Return of the Jedi bubble, you don't even have to look at them the wrong way, man. They just pop sometimes. Sometimes they pop on shipping on the way to you. Check it out. It happens. Kenny Bannigan starts us off with a Man for dirt cheap at $5.30. It's a good deal. There you go. You're doing better than whoever buys this, bro. That thing is crazy. When I saw that up, I was like, that's crazy. Because it is. That is just like destroyed. So sad. Too bad. Got a Han Bestman that did it too, dude. Lost a couple. But it's alright. It happens. At least it didn't happen with the yak face. How much for that snaggle? I don't know. I haven't really put a thing out. Burst that out and grade them loose. Dude, I hardly ever grade anything loose. But yes, you could burst it out and grade them loose. I'm sure you get a good grade. Somebody told me they're like, send it into AFA and get it U graded. And I'm like, they don't do that anymore. But that would be the perfect use for U grading. When it's already broken out of the bubble, but it's graded. Any Jawas? I don't see any, man. I think there's a Power of the Force one back there. I'll try to pull it out for next week, but I can't access those currently. But no, Andrea usually keeps the Jawas whenever I get Jawas. If she doesn't have it. But I know she has a Power of the Force, and so there's one of those back there somewhere. Arthur Lou says $5.50 on a Man. We got two bidders on a Man. I'm going to call letter M Brian Campbell. That's a Dulac Scout. He's only at $85, but the card is not so nice. So we're going to call him, and we're going to get you out something else for letter M. So letter M, going once, going twice, going thrice. Steal of a deal for a Ewoks figure, but it is only a Dulac Scout, and the card is not so nice. But still, steal of a deal there. We're going to call that. Now we're getting some action on a Man. A Man. Somebody wanted it before, so we're just going to put it out there because it is a yak. You may as well have it spinning. Yakety yak. Don't talk back. Tri-Logo. Yak face. Everybody knows what that is. Paul Macklin literally just sold one 2 days ago for $24.99, and it was an AFA 70. This one is an AFA 75 archival. So I will start this off at $24.99. This one's unpunched. Quite nice. Little dent to the bubble, but nothing big. Yakety yak right there. And he is the one with no weapon. So it's exactly like the one Paul Macklin just sold, but his was an AFA 70. This one is a 75, and I'm going to start it off at the exact same price his just sold for, which is $24.99, so $2,500. Yak face is letter M, and that way we got a yak spinning. So now when I do this, it's even more impressive. Look at that, folks. Gee willikers. Tri-logo Vader, Tri-logo Yak, Tri-logo Amana Man, Tebow for half price, Uncle Gundy, 21 back Han Solo, ERG, which I'm about to call if you want to get in on that ERG. Do it now or forever hold your peace. I'll put up something else monstrous there. Most impressive. That is really, really cool. I'm not meaning to toot my own horn, but if you wanted some action on Taco Tuesday, look at that. Holy moly. Like, I mean, that's just, jeez. Jar Jar Binks. Binks. I don't have any Binkses. All right, let's call that ERG. The ERG is a 65 back. Eduardo Martins is in the lead at 125. Letter W. Going once. Going twice. Going thrice. Sold. If you get the other yak, I'll have to do a payment plan. Yeah, I know. I saw Vincent Vega had one up, man. I think he sold it for like $8,000. But still. Tri-logo Lando Bespin. I will pull it out for you, brother. And we'll put it right there where that ERG is coming out of. Letter W. Tri-logo Lando Bespin. And he's a smiling teeth variant. He's actually pretty nice, man. Absolutely not. All right, there are none sold of the Tri-logo Lando Bespin. There is one for sale. And it is also... it's $675. It's also smiling teeth. So this one, let's start off this one at $400. The only one for sale that I see on eBay at all or sold or anything is $675. So we're starting this one off at $400, which is dirt cheap. And let's check them out. Oh. One case. My phone is ringing. Hold on. Spam risk. I like how they just tell you it's spam now. You don't even have to pick it up. Spam risk. Pretty nice. Little dent to the bubble on the top, as you can see, but still very, very nice bubble. You know what? That might be something where the tape just pops that out. Let me try to throw some tape on that, see if it just comes out. Because it's just a front squish. Always good to try with a Tri-logo bubble. Watch what I do here. Very simple. Put tape on it. Hold on the sides of the bubble so it doesn't come off of the card at all. It actually did help it quite a bit. But there you go. Yeah, Tri-logos overseas. Australia had Toltoy as well, but I'm sure a lot of Tri-logos came for the other ones. Plus, they're a lot easier to buy in Australia because all the other countries that sold Tri-logo are closer to Australia than America is. The grade on Yak Face is AFA 75, And the reason why I started it at that price is because Paul just sold an AFA 70 for exactly what my starting bid is, $2,500. So this one is 5 points higher for the exact same price currently. So there you go, Smiling Teeth Lando, only starting off at $400. Cheapest one on eBay is $675. Letter W. There you be. Yeah, tri-logos were England, Brussels, France, Italy. All those got a bunch of tri-logos to, even if they had like, you know, Meccano from France or Harbert from Italy, they filled in the other figures with ones that were produced in England. And Paul's also had that dumb sticker on it. It did. It had the $1.49 sticker. Some people like that sticker. I think it's kind of cool. But yes, very nice yak face right there, and definitely the cheapest it's been in a long time. Definitely cheaper than one that literally just sold yesterday. So I know it's a good price, for sure. You got a Boba spin in there? I missed it. I don't have a Boba spin in there. I got a couple Bobas on the IC for Life auction. If you go to ictoysnashville.com and you go to the IC for Life auction, I have those two Bobas on it currently. It's a 45 back, I think, and a Return of the Jedi with the Boba Fett coin offer sticker, so that's a cool one. But those ones, all those right there are up on the IC for Life auction. So if you want any of those, they're on the IC for Life auction. Go jump over there and do it. Bill Polk. Yes, I do have a Boba spinning on there. He fell down. But he's kind of roughed up. And he does have yellow pads, but I think it's just fading. But he's a little bit roughed up. But he is there, and Boba is on F, letter F. He just took a digger. Next to Cliff Clavin, for sure. Yep. See, there you go. Box flats. So you traded an AFA 70 yak for $3,500 at ICCC 2024. That's what I'm saying. That's a cheap deal on the yak. I mean, if you're in the game for a yak face, it's an expensive figure, but $2,500 is cheap for what that is. That's what I'm saying. Can't believe anybody hasn't bid on that. I can't believe nobody's bid on the AFA 80 Luke Stormtrooper. But it's okay. I mean, I just take pictures of those, put them up on the IC, and they'll sell within a day. But they're just really good deals. And I'll put them up for more on the IC, obviously. I started off at a deal on Taco Tuesday so people can bid on it. And Uncle Gundy, no bigs, $350. George, all you got to do is you put the letter you want, like say the yak face. You say letter M, and you put the starting bid $2,500, and then you're the leading bidder. That's all you do. You pick out the letter, the corresponding letter. Say you want letter E, the comic book. You put letter E, and you can put $2, and you'd be the leading bidder. And if it sells for that much, you win it. It's really easy. But this is what I'm saying. I can't believe Uncle Gundy's still there. I mean, this is what one literally just sold for. I mean, it's got the coin. It's just a complete loose one for $309. This one's only... And it had $15 delivery, and it had tax. So what's $309 plus tax? At least where I am. $309 times 9.75. That's the tax in Tennessee, which is horrible. $28.58 in tax, so that is plus $15 shipping, and you know one carded figure ain't gonna cost $15 for me. So this one on eBay, the most recent sale for a loose one, just sold for $353.50. I have a carded one here up for sale for $350. It's cheap. If you're into Uncle Gundy, that is. One box flat battle wagon helped fund the minimum card vinyl cape Jawa I got. Nice, dude. Nothing wrong with a VCJ. Don't know how I feel about Yak with no weapon. Why was that done? Yak with it's common, and lots of times he was with different weapons in England. It was just done that way. There's tons of the tri-logo Yaks or no weapon. They figured you got enough with the figure. And that happened a lot with UK stuff. They really didn't care even as much as the Hong Kong manufacturers. But some even have a blaster in there from England. That was the thing. It's because it's a big chunky figure, and the British were like, "You've got enough." They probably didn't have enough of the sticks made, and so they just kept making the figure. But it's standard. I would say more than half don't have a weapon. Man-to-Man's still a good deal at $588. Whoa, Han Solo's taking a digger. That's a killer deal for a 21 back Han Solo. Granted, he's got a little bit of ink on him, but it's still super cheap. Does it? We always used to say taking a digger when people fell. Whoa, he just took a digger. But Chitwood, you were in the Navy for years, so I'm sure half of the things I say mean something else to you. Something inappropriate for mixed company. Alright, folks, it's 7:43. If you don't see it, I'm probably not putting it out there. If you're getting something cheap right now, you're probably going to win it cheap. Yeah, I can show Yak, of course, dude. It's a $2,500 figure, bro. I'll show it to you as much as you want. It's a tough decision to make. He's really nice. Card 75, bubble 75, figure 95. The card got banged up. It's got a crease right there. And the bubble does have a tiny dent. Hence the 75s. But it is beautiful, and it is no sticker, and it is better condition than the one that just sold for the exact same price. So it's a steal video. Nice yak. No worries, John. Feel better, buddy. Keep rehabbing. What is the Lando at? Tri-Logo Lando is at $400 starting bid, and he's the smiling variant, so he's got the teeth. Lando with teeth. Anything else I could tell you about the yak, brother, you let me know, but he looks perfect inside that bubble. No paint loss. Great color. No fading on the shirt or anything. And very vibrant card, good card, and it is unpunched. Good night, Arthur. Have a great night. You're winning on the Amana, man, so hopefully you'll win it. I still got 15 minutes left, so no rush to get out of here, but show me the score. Yeah, dude. Card 75, bubble 75, figure 85? Yeah, figure 85. Luke Stormy is a beaut, and he's actually, I mean, I hate to say he's cheap, because he's not cheap. It's $2,000 for a toy. I get it. But he's cheap, because the cheapest one on eBay is like 23, and he's lower grade. So and I know this is cheap for sure. But cheap is a terrible word. I know this is inexpensive for what it is. I like saying that. Inexpensive for what it is. Oh no, there's no yellow grade, man. It's a tri-logo though. They usually don't go yellow. But no yellow. There would be a little Y there by the EX Plus near mint. But it's not a yellow bubble. Crystal clear. Crystal clear, but they usually are on tri-logos. A different kind of plastic. Show me the loose wheel. You got it, buddy. Here you go. Oh. I have that tri-yak, otherwise it would be in. This is a great deal. I hear you, brother. You need somebody, you need the perfect storm with that yak face. You need somebody who doesn't have it and realizes that $2,500 is inexpensive for what that is. Can't believe the tri-logo Darth Vader has no bids. That's crazy. It's Darth Vader. But what I really can't believe is that Tebow, Power of the Force Tebow, is only at $250. Dear God, that's so cheap. Like, I've been thinking maybe start a new business. I just can booth watcher service payment. Dude, I'm telling you, man, vendors do always call me and ask if there is somebody to, do I know anybody to help, or do I know this or whatever. And it's like, dude, just put up a post. You know how many people would be more than happy to come help you at your booth for a vendor badge? Like, a lot of them. Because you get early access and everything. You know? Steve Bratton says, put me down for that yak. It's at $2,500, brother. I'm sorry. The last one sold for $24.99. I hate to be a stickler, but the starting bid is $2,500. So it's yours, or your starting bid at $2,500 if you're keen. But I can't do $2,400. Be shooting myself in the foot. But yeah, man, you'd be surprised how many people need help watching their booth. And think of that guy that you're talking about right there. He had you watch his booth, which means he was the only guy there, which means he had 2 vendor badges, but he only used 1. All right, Steve, you're in the lead, buddy. If anybody else bids, I'll let you know. But you're in the lead on the yak face. It's a beauty, man. Congrats. You're gonna freaking love it. The Tri-Logo Vader's only starting at $700, man. And it's like, it's got a couple creases in it, but it's a Tri-Logo Vader, and the bubble's not bad. I'll show it to you. So yeah, that vendor only had one badge of his that is used. So not only is it a free badge, but it's a vendor badge. And vendor badges get you in early for setup and stuff like that. Essentially, it's like a VIP badge with no food. There's some creases on this Vader, but he's a nice Vader, nice bubble. Couple little dents, but very minor. And he's way cheaper than any other Tri-Logo Vader that is for sale or has sold in the past 6 months. Great piece right there. For sure. Just some creasing. But I mean, still. Dude, Aaron, you gotta do it. What is up with ACs? Somebody should do that. Have specific insurance just for HVACs. Because if you live in the South, or you got an HVAC, every 8 to 10 years, you just get a $10,000 bill on like a Tuesday, and it sucks. You know? Like, what is that, dude? I hear you. Dude, Aaron, I had mine blow out, right? For the downstairs, it was 10 grand. This Vader starts at $700. And it was 10 grand. And then I had my other one for the upstairs blow out like 6 months later, and it was another 10 grand. It's 20 G's in 1 year for air conditioning. But I mean, granted, it's 120 degrees out. You don't have air conditioning, you're gonna die. So. Yeah, no, and you call your insurance company, you're like, my HVAC blew. They're like, good job, man. Go call Hiller. Because they don't care. It's got nothing to do with your insurance. Your HVAC blows up. My new units are going in next week. That's it, man. Yeah, and it's just like, hey, guess what? Happy Tuesday. It's hot as heck in your house, and you owe 10 G's. 13K on mine so far. You crazy, man. You need to get out there on Marketplace and be like, yo, you put in HVACs? I got an HVAC guy. Did you already buy it? I get you one way cheaper than 13 grand. I don't care what it is, man. 3 ton, 3.5 ton, 13 grand. It's too much, brother. You paying them downtown prices. You paying Franklin. You called up Hiller? Did you call up Lee Company or something? Don't do that, man. You need to call up some dude named Steve on Marketplace. They got the same insurance. And also the HVAC has the warranty from the manufacturer anyway, so it doesn't freaking matter. As long as you get a real HVAC person to put it in. Sucks, just did my HVAC today. That's what I'm saying, man. You never know. It is Russian roulette with HVACs. You get no warning, and then it's just broken. And you're like, well, I can't survive because it's 87 degrees in my house at night. I mean, so you just suck it up and buy it. But I feel your pain. I do. It sucks. Animal got inside and fried it. Terrible, dude. If you're going to kill yourself, animal, don't charge me $10,000 to watch it. Can't you just get caught in a mousetrap or something? Getting eaten by a coyote or something, man? Help me out. Help brother out. Just get eaten by a coyote, please. Best thing I did was pay $175 a year to have mine serviced every 3 months. Does that really work, man? I never get mine serviced. Maybe I should do that. Oh, God, Aaron. I feel your pain, brother. I am sorry. Hey, babe, maybe we should pay Adam Chitwood's guy. How much? Where do you get that guy that does $175? I would have helped him for free. There you go. A little 22 for him. Pa-ting! I can see you, George, standing outside your HVAC with a machete. Come at me, squirrel! Insurance due to lightning. All right, yeah, it'll get you there. 5-ton inverter system, $6,400. Now that's a fair deal right there. 5-ton. That's cheap. Sorry, I had to sign off. Who won the Power of the Force Luke Stormy or Power of the Force Stormtrooper? It was... Jedi Skywalker won the Power of the Force Stormtrooper. Protect the homeland, yeah. Steve Bratton, alright, you're in the lead on the Vader, brother. You're going to get a couple killer deals tonight, man. You're going to spend a bunch of money. Not HVAC money, but you're going to get some killer deals for your money. But that Vader and that Yak are both killer deals, bro. New inverter systems are super efficient. I don't know. I think I got the heat pumps, man. I don't know what the inverter system is. It's cheap, dude. $6,500 for a 5-ton is cheap, man. Sign me up all day long. Calling you next time mine breaks. I'll be like, yo, Nick, where'd you get that inverter system for 6,500 bones? Hook a brother up. That's a steal, man. Chester Heating and Air, local small company. All right. I got a guy. He's really good, man, and he does that. It's Hunt Mechanical, and he does a good job, and he's local, and he's fair deal. I'll call him and see if he does it like every 6 months or something. What Vader is for sale? The Vader is a tri-logo Darth Vader. Tri-logo Darth Vader, and he has some creasing for sure. Definite creasing, but the bubble's pretty nice. And he's at $700. Yak is the last mock I need for the full 96. Nice, dude. It's a nice yak. You'll be happy with it, man. He's pretty, for sure. All 96, bro. Congratulations, man. We'll ship them to you super nice. Oh, folks. I'm going to put these up soon. If anybody wants one, the lightsaber umbrellas that were the admin gift, you could just tell Andrea. They are $47. They change colors. And they have the original logo and the ICCC logo. We brought them to the show to sell them. And they never took one out or opened it up or showed anyone. So, like, none sold. I also have, if you wanted one of the convention exclusives, I do have a handful left because we had some production issues on that. The bubbles got stuck in Memphis. So they didn't get produced until Sunday morning. They were first produced on Sunday morning. So we did not sell out of the exclusive. They're phenomenal. I'm quite sure they'll sell really quick. But keep an eyeball on me or follow me or whatever, and I will eventually put it up as soon as I find out how many are left and stuff like that. But if you wanted one of the convention exclusives and you didn't come to the con, you can get one. Maybe. But there's only a handful of them left, but I will put them up for sale. I'll put a post up of those umbrellas for sale, too. There were certain things that, like, the umbrellas, the box just never got opened. So there was an umbrella sitting in the corner and nobody could tell what it was. And the exclusives are sick. I don't have one right here. I'll bring one to next Taco Tuesday and show you one of the exclusives. I don't have one right in front of me. But they were sick, man. And Freddie Thoman, the guy who created the ATSC and the Hoth playset for Kenner and like many other things, Easy Bake Oven, a bunch of stuff. Him and Steven Radizak, the guy who makes our customs, got together and created this. It is a 5-point of articulation, legit vintage figure on a card, and they're beautiful. And they're limited to only 55, but we didn't have any that were actually completed until Sunday at about 11 a.m. So everybody that bought them was buying them blind, and they're in blind bags, so you can get one of the 4 variants, and there is one special variant of one each of the 4 with a scar on its arm, but there's a graphic so you can tell. But I will show you. Did you get one of each color? Nice. You got the chase. That's cool, dude. There's only 4 chases out of all those 55. There's one of each variant in the chase figure. But yeah, I'll put those up eventually, and I'll bring one to next Taco Tuesday so you guys can see, because it's freaking awesome. But FYI, if you want an umbrella, you can tell Andrea, or else I will put up the umbrellas. Or if you want an exclusive, I will eventually be posting them for sale. It's 7:59. I'm going to start calling stuff from letter A and go all the way down the list. So let's go. If you want something here, bid now, or else it's gone. Letter A, starting, going once, twice, $3, 3 times. Taiwan Luke Farm Boy going to Brent Riggs. Sold to Brent Riggs. I got the green chase. I took an gamble and took 2. 3, 4, and 5. Some jerk took 1. Takes it every year. That's me, man. I commissioned the darn thing. I buy all the figures before I sell them. And it was funny. This year, Steven Radizak is like, dude, it cost me so much to make them that we can't, like, usually we give away those boxes. And he's like, dude, if I give the boxes, I will lose $3 on every single figure. And I go, I don't want you to lose money, man. And he's like, no, but I don't want to change the price. He's like, but I can't give the boxes. That's why they came in those foil packets or whatever. Because that $2 would have made it, would have had to make us raise the price, which is crazy. No, I know you were just kidding, Chitwood. But it's definitely me. I have all the number 1s, baby. When I kick the bucket, you go to the IC for Life auction and you could have it. How's that? You're in better shape than me. You should outlast me. Aaron Schallender going for $10 on the Fu Manchu Bespin Guard. Sold. But those umbrellas are cool, and they even have a flashlight on the bottom, so if you're walking in the dark in the rain, you can see where you're going. All right, Beater C3PO going to Brent Lancaster. Letter C, $7. Going once, twice, 3 times. All right, and D just got another bid, so we're going to skip over it. Go to the Darth Vader comic for Nick Grooms, $1. Wow, we had nobody to bid against you on comics tonight, man. Lost my shirt on the comics. Going once, twice, 3 times. Nick Grooms. I actually dropped off a bunch of my number 1 exclusives to CAS to get them graded. Because I saw Jason Aldridge's one that he got graded, and it looked beautiful, so I wanted to do that. So I dropped off like 4 number 1s at ICCC. What, no eye loop in the handle? Yes, no eye loop in the handle. You can buy the eye loop separately, though, $10. Just tell Andrea to add an eye loop to your box. They go for $20 on Amazon, and they are only $10 here, and they are IC Toys branded, which is cooler. All right, Boba Fett going to Brent Lancaster, $35. Doll has once, twice, 3 times. Hello, Mr. Krakowian. How are you? You done a couple of the exclusive with CS? That's cool, man. They look really, really nice, man. They look really, really nice. I just clicked the button and cleared everything. Hong Kong Boba is sold. Lando Calrissian going for Jason McKee. Actually, he's got the Lando Calrissian and the Hoth Rebel Commander. Both at $9, so we'll just call both of those for Jason McKee right now. Going once, twice, 3 times. All right, folks. Well, we didn't even scratch the surface tonight, and I do have a bunch more Min-On cards coming and a bunch more on the shelves behind me, so come on back for next Taco Tuesday for another Mint-On card extravaganza. Tell your collector friends if they collect mocks to come, because there's great deals to be had, and you'll be their best friend forever. Going once, twice, 3 times. Logo complete. Nick Grooms sold. Also, remember, I'm buying and trading for vintage Star Wars loose complete or graded loose. Mr. Brenton getting that yakety yak. Nobody bid against you, brother. You're going to take it down to 2,500. Congratulations. It's beautiful. Going once, twice, three times. Sold. Mr. Arthur Lou, or no, Mr. Bratton going again for the Darth Vader 700 bones. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Tri-logo Vader. You don't see those every now and again. Scott Cummins on the yak. Oh, you did bid before. The yak face is still alive. Scott Cummins just bid on it. Steve Bratton, I am very, very sorry, sir. But he did beat the clock. So you would have to go 2560 or 70, 2570. Sorry, the yak face is at 2550 with Scott Cummins. Steve Bratton, I am very sorry, man, but he came in at the last second. And it is right there on Facebook. He did beat the end bid there. So it is still live. Yak face is still alive. Sorry, Steve. But if you would still like yak, you would have to go up to 2570 at least. A man-to-man for Arthur Lou at 588. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Nice. 2022 is exclusive assigned by Ahsoka. That's cool. We're going to give that yak a second for Steve Branton to get back in there if he wants it. Just because that was a last-second bid there. Mr. Larrabee, you're going to take down that Han Solo 21 back for $350. Tell your friends that's a steal. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. Good night, Adam. Steve Branton, 2570 on the axe. Steve is in the lead again. It is your option. Scott Cummins, if you want to go higher on that. Steve Branton is in the lead. Good luck with your bid, Steve. Kenny Bannigan, letter X, going that Lando skiff. Going once, twice, three times. Lando skiff, sold. All right, the Tebow, Chuck George, you got it cheap. I should have put a starting bid on that, and then it started at $1. That is totally on me, but congratulations. You done good, kid. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Half price Tebow. Tell your friends. Be like, I saw him sell this Tebow, Power of the Force Tebow, for $250, man. It's crazy. That's what you gotta tell your friends. All right, Nick Groom's in the lead on the 2018 original ICC Con poster at 26 bones, 26 doll hairs, going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. All right, I'm going to call Yakety Yak. Don't talk back. Mr. Steve Branton, 2570. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. Good night, Michael Highland. All right, there you go, Steve. And it is 100%. Nobody else bid. It is 100% yours. You win it, brother. You got yourself a yak. You are all done. All 96. Congratulations. All right, letter D, last one left. Endor Rebel Commander complete. $17. Rebel Commando sold to Brent Riggs. All right, everybody, remember I pay finder's fees. If you find me a collection, I need loose complete and loose AFA. Good night, Nick. And that is it, folks. Thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you for being part of the Imperial Commissary. Thank you for coming to ICCC last weekend. It was freaking awesome. And what do I got to tell you? Oh, 3 things to be a great member of the Imperial Commissary. You got to teach, you got to learn, and you got to grow this hobby that we love so much so it's here forever. Thank you very much for hanging out. Thanks for being part of the IC. And happy Taco Tuesday.